Here we are this fine cold morning. Good morning. So what I'm looking at is 46 degrees. It's about 7:30 a.m. here on the East Coast, and you can see the Appalachian Mountains in the distance. And it is wet, and it is windy, and it has been raining all night. And one of the things that there's only a few things that would stop me from going camping, and the weather isn't one of them. The one deterrent is wet firewood. So the likelihood of me getting dry firewood up in the mountains 10 miles away, you can see the ridge of the Appalachians up there. The likelihood of me finding firewood is slim to none, unless some kind camper puts some dry firewood under a shelter. Slippery rocks are a bad idea to be hiking on alone. If I slip, I fall, I break my pelvis or sprain my ankle, I'm by myself, no cell phone signal, I'm pretty screwed. Pennsylvania has absolutely the rockiest trails on the 2,000 plus miles of the Appalachian Trail. My friend the professor has sprained his ankle a couple of times, but fortunately I was with him. Welcome to my garden. And the garden was in pretty bad shape this year. We have had more rain this year in the mid-Atlantic than I can recall since I moved to the East Coast in 1993. Aside from my 2-year break moving back to Illinois to the wasteland of corn. In any event, over the next few days I'll be debating whether or not to take my autumn hike. One, wetwood. Two, with this rain and this wind, and we are supposed to have weather like this until Tuesday. Tuesday I think we're supposed to have thunderstorms. Most of the leaves, unfortunately, are going to be blown off the trees, which sucks because the main purpose of my hikes is to take photographs for people to enjoy. The colors up there are they just knock your socks right off. It's beautiful up in the mountains. The colors are unbelievable. You walk into a red and orange haze. It's amazing. And then there's where I'm going, there's really tall pines, really tall green pines that contrast with the orange trees and the red trees. It's beautiful. But we'll see what the weather holds. I'm freezing my ass off out here. It's cold, and still in my jammies, drinking my Java. And good morning from the most famous small town in America. You guys do me a favor and have an awesome day. And again, real quick, just an end note. I wanted to give a shout out to my patrons. Okay, the 6 of you who have decided to support me and decided to become my patrons. You believe in my mission. You believe in what I'm trying to do. I wanted to thank you again. That mission, my end goal, the finish line being that I too can be in a position where I can pay it forward to somebody who's in a situation like mine, failing health, having financial issues as a result of failing health, that I can also pay it forward to somebody else who's struggling yet not giving up, somebody who's trying to make something good out of a bad situation. With every problem there's an opportunity, and I'm taking that opportunity so that I can create something beautiful to give back to you. And through your support, I will reach my goal of being able to also reach out and become a patron of other people who are in my kind of circumstance. so that I too can pay it forward and support those kinds of people who aren't giving up, people who aren't saying, you know, I'm sick and I'm going to be on the couch and be a disabled person and watch, you know, reruns of The Simpsons for the rest of my life. That's not me. And for those of you out there, and there's several of you that will probably watch this video, you're suffering from your own hurdles, you're suffering from your own issues, and you haven't given up, and I admire the shit out of you, each and every one of you. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on your goals, your ambitions, your passions, despite illness, despite finances, despite whatever hurdles you may face. I'm not giving up, and I implore you to never give up. And if ever you feel like you're going to give up, give me a call, and we'll share a kind word. But I want to leave off on that end note. You 6 patrons who have decided to support me, support my efforts, support my mission, you have successfully filled my refrigerator. And as simple as that may sound to some, that small act of kindness, but not just an act of kindness, it's not an act of charity, okay? I know each and every one of you personally, and you know me well enough to know that I'm a very passionate individual, and you believe in what I'm trying to do, to take my own expression and the way I see the world and what I have to say, and share it with all of you, and continue to pursue that passion and create a livelihood out of it for the rest of my life. So thank you so much for believing in me. Over and out. Hope to see you soon. Door's always open. Coffee's always hot.